In this part of 7.3 day 4, we'll be using synthetic division to factor when we're given a root of a polynomial. So in this problem, if we're given the root as negative 1 and we want to factor it, well, I know that one of my factors is going to be x plus 1, because in order to get x to equal negative 1, if I set that equal to 0, I'll get x equals negative 1 when I solve it. So I'm going to set up my synthetic division with negative 1 being in that half box and put the rest of my coefficients 1, 5, 7, and 3. And I'm going to perform synthetic division to give me a trinomial that I can then factor. So I bring down the 1. Negative 1 times 1 is negative 1. 5 plus negative 1 is 4. Negative 1 times 4 is negative 4. 7 plus negative 4 is 3. Negative 1 times 3 is negative 3. And I add those together and I get 0, a remainder of 0. That's my remainder, my constant, my x, and my x squared. So I'm left with x squared plus 4x plus 3. That's my trinomial that I'm left with, and I can definitely factor that, no problem. I want to multiply to 3 and I want to add to 4. So I get 3 and 1. So my other two factors are going to be x plus 3 and x plus 1. Now the way I'm going to write this is x plus 1 squared times x plus 3. Now, we talked about this once before, but remember when there's a squared here, it looks a little different on the graph. So if I were to graph this, I have my intercepts at negative 1 and negative 3. It's a positive cubic, so it's going to look like this. It's going to go through negative 3, but at negative 1, it's just going to touch because it's squared. So that multiplicity of 2 means that it just touches at that point where it still goes through at x equals negative 3.